So we had a discussion that was supposed to be like 20, 30 minutes. It was over 3 hours, that first conversation. And what I felt was not just that she was my soror, but she was a sister friend immediately. Immediately. And as I begin to think about the things that she has done in life, and we're going to get into that conversation a little bit. I think about the passion she has for young people. So I'm giving it up. And I had a brief conversation. We have young people in the room and hopefully online as well. And they came on out to hear. And I will tell you, this woman is more passionate about children than and young people, teenagers. I'm young.
Our people.
I'm young at
Black
heart.
and brown babies. That's just, I mean,
Be
I'm
clear.
very clear on that. That's
She's
right.
very
I'm
clear.
very clear on that.
She is very clear.
Yeah.
And at some point, Collette, I really want you to talk a bit about your transition and the purpose around your transition from the NFL into Believe in You Incorporated. And so just a couple more things. In addition to her passion about young people, she's also passionate about pets.
Oh my
I
goodness,
didn't
yes.
realize,
Yes.
and she's an HBCU graduate.
Not yet. I'm HBCU, but
Oh, no, but you're veterinarian.
I went to college to be a doctor of veterinary medicine.
That's what, and
Yeah.
that's where her
I love
love.
animals. Yeah.
Right. Yes. No, I wasn't going to say that. That's for you to say.
Yeah, we get into that. I mean, I don't know how deep y'all want me to go, but it runs deep. And I just kind of, I honestly feel like when we keep pain in us, it serves no purpose.
Come on now.
And anything that you've ever gone through, any test you've ever gone through is your testimony.
Come on now.
And God places things in your life, on you, with you, around you, for you to give to other people when you learn from it. Now, in the world of football, we got W's and we got L's. We know what that means. W's are wins and L's are losses in the world of sports. But it's lessons for me.
Right.
They're lessons. So those L's are not losses to me. I gain from them because I become a better person. I become wiser. I become stronger. Look, got to stick together. I become all of that, right? So yeah. So for me, that's a little bit.
As a little girl, all I ever wanted to do was to play football. But I was told I wasn't allowed to because I was a girl. But today, I'm the first African-American female to have ever coached in the history of the National Football League. And I'm using my platforms and accomplishments to empower and inspire other girls and all kids to keep driving forward with their dreams. Doors sometimes are closed because of where you're from, your gender, or your race. But after being told no for so many years, you either lose yourself or you start to fight for yourself. Be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when you need help, and brave enough to ask for it. But if you believe, you will see the power that lives inside of you. Believe in you and keep the torch lit. I want to create a legacy that helps pave the way for others. Many are called, but few are chosen. Don't wait to be chosen. Use the power inside of you to propel yourself and others. So now you see, it once was a man's world, but things have changed a bit. It's bigger than football. It's about affecting positive change, no matter what it is you want to do, no matter what gender, no matter what race. Just do it.
Okay, Coach. So this empowering of girls, that you think that being able to do this, to play this, is a self-esteem practice.
Absolutely. It did that for me. So you figure, at the age of 42 years old, I discovered that I could love myself. And if it did that for a grown woman, what could that do and will do for a young girl? And so from that point, I think I started to embrace myself, and I want to share that with girls.
Whether she's a keynote speaker or a workshop leader, Collette is dedicated to using her story to assist others in breaking through the barriers that limit them. In 2017, Collette founded Believe in You Incorporated. The mission of the organization is to empower young girls in low-income and underserved communities to believe in themselves, dream big, go the distance, and to never give up in pursuing their dreams. Since the launch of the organization, Collette has impacted thousands of young girls. Believe in You provides college-ready and motivational workshops for middle and high school students. In addition, in support of her alma mater, Tuskegee University, as well as other HBCUs, Collette has established the Believe in You Scholarship for students who want to attend an HBCU. Collette has proven that if you believe in yourself, you too can defy the odds that are stacked against you and achieve the impossible.
We're going to ask if you could share how people can give back. I heard in the video there's a scholarship fund that you have through Believe in You. And for those who want to, contribute,
Oh,
if
please,
you
yes.
want to
Lord,
purchase the
yes.
book. And so we'll get into that. But the first thing where I want to start really is with, your role with the NFL and with the New York Jets. And so is that something that did you dream of that as a little girl?
No, that dream was stolen from me. I was not allowed to have that dream. As a little Black girl growing up in Queens that just loves football, no rhyme or reason, I just liked football. So imagine not being allowed to play because you're a girl. Right. Are we serious? So all your innocence of just being a child is kind of taken. Because that's your first time, for me, experiencing sexism, racism, all the isms, right? Not the good ones, the bad ones. And so if my brother, by the way, he's older than me, and he wasn't a great football player, but, I digress. But he got to play, and so playing in the street with the kids, just the boys, no girls playing. I want to play, but you're scared. I mean, you're a little girl. You're like, oh, the boys. So you don't want to ask. They're not inviting you anyway, right? So you don't feel welcome. Then as a little bit time goes on, then my parents had found out about this Pop Warner football team, which meant you can wear a helmet and shoulder pads and have a number on your chest and your back and like cleats. I'm thinking, oh God, this is great. I'm like, there, when are we going? Like when he goes, well, I'm taking your brother. You can't go because girls aren't allowed. That was like a punch in the gut, and that was the first, I think, let down by my parents. They didn't do it on purpose, but they drank the tea. I'm not the chick that drinks the tea. I'm not eating the cake, anime. Feel me? I'm not that chick, right? So as a little girl, when you look at your father, who's the protector, and he's like, well, girl, they don't let girls play. I'm thinking, let's fight for but it just kind of wasn't. So my brother got to be on this team, and that really crushed me, right? And so all that being said, I never dreamt to be a coach in the NFL. That was stolen from me. I could have had dreams to do that. And then if that were the case, I might have been a head coach of an NFL team today, right? So that, no, it wasn't a dream. It just kind of happened. I found football at a later at a later age. So I was 42 years old when I started playing professional football.
Yeah.
42.
Can I just put a pin in that for a second? Because, today when we talk about Collette, she's an remarkable individual, right? I put a few things down there. When I think of her story, I think of, okay, it's never too late. Okay, I'm not too Black. It's not because of my gender. There are no limits with this woman. And what she just mentioned is key. 42 years old, she She tried out at 42 years old, tried out for the New York Sharks Football League, Women's Football League. Now, back in the day, I remember there was tag or tap football, there was flag football. No, this woman, defensive end, and some other mainly
Position back.
defensive back. She played tackle football. I mean,
That was so much fun to hit somebody legally. Got a lot of frustration out legally.
Yeah, well, I stutter over the thought of it, only because I can't imagine it. But you didn't see any barriers, and that playing football led to the NFL. Talk about that a little
So
bit.
you know, you got to understand what years go on. So we were talking about my story literally bounces all over the place like a ping pong game, because this is the difficulty I have writing my life story, because it's all over the place. One thing leads to this, and it's because of this, because of that. What the isms that negatively affected me. And then I went away to college. I'm a rape survivor. I'm a several-time rape survivor. I am a suicide survivor because of those rapes. I'm a domestic violence survivor. And, you know, all that being said, it kind of shaped what was going to come later on that I didn't know about. Right. So, and then I'm a survivor of rape from a family member. And then my family disowned me. My parents had 2 other children. We don't speak, because I heard that they were still talking about my rapist and my aunt who's married to him. What? You know, so things cut me to the core, and then you just start feeling worthless. I don't think shameful. I'm just angry, you know, but that anger's got to go somewhere to do something good, because that's how God would want it.
Come on now.
Right.
And all the years that I would curse and scream and yell at God, why? He was letting me know, if you stick with me, I have something for you that will be for a lot of other people as well.
Right.
But I had to stay the course.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I didn't stay the course because I didn't know. My faith was tested over and over and over again. And then eventually, I remember I was yelling at him, and I kept saying, what about me? I help so many people. What about me? What about me? What about what I need? And all of a sudden, I was thrown to the floor in my apartment. I literally was thrown to the floor, and I was on my knees. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, because he was giving me what I needed the whole time. What I needed was my love of helping other people.
Come on now.
That's what he gave me.
Come on now.
That's what I was not saying on purpose. Right? So then I realized at that point, I said, oh my goodness, I am your servant.
Come on now.
I'm your servant. No more questions. I'm sorry. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute. You're not done with me, because I'm your servant warrior.
Come on now.
Then
Yes.
it's great to be a servant, but I'm his fighter.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've fought a lot of battles,
Mm-hmm.
and I've won them all.
Come on now.
I've won them all, because I would have been dead and wouldn't be here right now if I would have lost some. Right? So there's a mission, there's a plan that he has for us. And it took a while to see it. So then all that, you know, and by the way, this was during football when I found out. I just got chills. This was during when I started playing pro football. That's what saved my life. So you see, God gave me this women's professional football league at 42 years old. And I'm literally smoking a cigarette, drinking a 40 ounce at home. I mean, I'm grown. I can drink if I want to, or smoke a cigarette, but you know, I don't anymore. However, but I was at home, and I had did real estate for several years, and I was making good money in real estate. The market crashes, and I have all this time on my hands, and I found myself like not busy. I'm not used to not being busy, and I was on the computer, and I happened to see, because of God, women's professional full tackle football last team tryouts Saturday, Brooklyn, 9 a.m. And I'm like, what? What is it? And like, this is not right. How much did I drink? But, because I had never seen this before. And I said, well, I'm going to go to these tryouts. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to make the team because I'm 42 and clearly I'm, So, but I said I was going to go because I would love to be able to say when I'm 85 or 90 years old, hey, back when I was, younger, I tried out for a women's football team, But, and so I just went there for that, just to kind of see it. When I pulled up in my car and I saw like 45 or 50 women wearing helmets. Remember my story as a little girl? My brother got to wear a helmet and shoulder pads and a number on his chest, and I didn't. Something lit. It clicked. God did that on purpose for me.
That's right.
And so I said, oh, I'm making this team today. And then I turned into someone that I had never recognized since I was a little girl. Because I was strong when I was a little girl. And then somewhere along the line, life beat me up. Things happened, family, pain, all the things. God showed me. He saved my life by giving me football. I mean, maybe crazy to some, but not crazy to me and God. And I made the team, and then I never looked back. At that point is when I started calling up people that were in my life that were no good for me. One of the first phone calls I made was to a guy named Mike, who used to have things that no one should be doing. And I called him and I said, don't ever call me again. He's like, yo, what's up, girl? You good? You're so funny. And I was like, no, I'm not funny. Not in this moment. I said, don't call me. Don't bring shit to this house anymore. I don't want you around. He goes, oh, you having a bad day? I'm like, no, I'm having a fantastic day. Mm-hmm. And so that was the first phone call that I made. And I was scared to make the phone call because I was like, oh, what if I want something later on, And then I was like, no, you're doing this. And after I made that phone call, I remember doing this.
Come on now.
I felt like that York Peppermint Patty commercial. Young ones, y'all might not know it, but if you're on a mountaintop and the wind's blowing, my cape is behind me, blowing in the wind. I felt very strong and empowered. So then I picked up my phone and I started calling everybody in my phone that was no good for me. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, Dad, you don't know nobody else? But I was cleaning house. Right. I was cleaning my house. And that's what all of that led me to where I am today, what I do today, but my spirit has always been in there, but it's been piled down.
So you just touched on a few things. And one, there's a question that Don Biapri, he said, and it's tied to what you just said. Everyone has a known or unknown desire to find and follow their North Star. Mm-hmm. What is your North Star, especially given what you just said? And at that time, what was your North Star? What gave you the courage to say, I need to put some boundaries around this with people? What gave you the courage to do it? And right now, what is your North Star?
Well, football had me protect myself at that point. And football taught me self-love, right? Like all the things. There's so many lessons in sports if you play on a team, or so many lessons, discipline, responsibility. You can keep going. Like, when you get tired, it's like, I'm going to stop now. You can push out 2 more. Push out 2 more. You already went 3 miles. Go 2 more steps, right? So there's always more you can do. But it also lets you know when to take a break, because your body sometimes needs a break, your mental break too. And so, when I was a kid, my North Star was wanting to be a doctor of veterinary medicine, which was stolen from me too, because I went to college for that. And then that never happened. Right. But it's because God has something else in mind. And so my North Star is just being God's daughter. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's my North Star.
I think that's a great point. We do this for a number of different reasons. We do this because we believe in the power to elevate others and each other. We do this, again, I want to say, We do this as volunteers.
Come on now.
Let me
be
just
clear
be
on that.
real clear about
Very
that.
clear.
Again, the books are out on the table. Colette's Courage is out on the table. I told my soror Collette that she's not walking back home.
I'm not bringing any books
with
home.
any books.
And while
I got
can you bring me a book, please? Thank you so much. Yeah. But thank you. Yeah.
Actually, the one on the
Thank you. I don't
No,
want
no,
to come home with those
the-
books.
the stand.
Oh,
Yeah. So she's bringing one in, and again, the flexibility. We're fluid. Here we go.
Thank you so much.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Colette, talk a bit about your book. One, and then I have, before you do that, because I really think it's tied to the purpose of the book. We heard, listen, thank you.
What's going on?
That's love.
I couldn't see that side. I would have done it, but I didn't see that side.
That's love. And this is real life, and this is how we do. So thank you, Jenny. I want to go to a question, because I think it's important to talk about the book, of course. I want to go to a question from 17-year-old Isaiah London Underwood, and who we heard from just a little while ago in Voice and Sound and Song. Isaiah said, looking back, what's one piece of advice you wish someone had given you before you became a coach in the NFL?
All the advice that I had already been given that I wasn't listening to. Literally, my parents would ram great things into me that, I mean, I wouldn't do that on purpose, but I just didn't follow through. As a young person, as somebody, at your age, I was still good. At your age, at 17, I was still good. I was still wholesome and all that. Even going away to college, I was wholesome, and I was all, I didn't hang around with people that I thought would pull me down. I was that person. It wasn't until, honestly, I got tainted that I just lost self-love. I lost it. And I knew what I was doing. Anything bad that I was doing, I knew I was bad. I didn't care because I didn't care about me. So it didn't matter. If your own family doesn't care about you, why should I? Was how I thought about it. And what I wished I would have taken advice from that is my mother would always tell me stuff like, don't be insecure. Do not ever be insecure. And she would talk about low self-esteem a lot. And I think it's because my mother had low self-esteem. I never put it together though. And I'm like, why is she telling me about low self-esteem? Because I was that kid that was like doing things and I was out there. So I was like, why did she? But she would started talking about low self-esteem to me in my 19, 20-year-old self, 21-year-old self, 23-year-old self. That's when I was already hurt. So I think she started seeing me kind of disappear. And so, yeah, I gathered. So that I would just say, to me, that low self-esteem meant also to believe in myself. That's why I have Believe in You Incorporated today. No one's going to believe in you the way you can.
Come on now.
Nobody.
Come on now.
Somebody says whatever you want to do with your life is crazy. No, it isn't. They're crazy. But guess what? It's not their dream. It's yours.
That part.
Right? So it seems like it looks like madness to everybody else when you tell somebody your dreams. It looks like madness until it's magic.
Come on now.
Until you make it magic. Right? So don't falter. Like in football, you have receivers and we're running a route for them to catch a pass. Their eye is on the ball the whole time, or else it's not going to catch the pass. If you take your eye off that football for even a split second, you're dropping it. That's how you're supposed to be with your dreams, your goals, your wishes, and your wants. Keep your eye on your prize.
Come on now.
Constantly.
Yes.
Right?
One quick question. I just, if you're in your teens, or if you came with Corey and Nikisha Wilson or Lloyd Underwood, please stand. I'm not going to ask you to say anything.
I'm
not going to ask you to say anything, but just stand in place.
Yes! I'm calling you. I'm calling you too. You too? Yeah. I know this from champion right here. Yes. What are we doing? Yes, yes, yes. Stay in it in groups like this. This is what it looks like to be a leader. Come on now. Pick rooms that are good for you. Continue being the leader that you would follow. This stuff is sometimes I know y'all probably like, oh, I gotta go to this thing. Same on it. Are you glad you came now? Right? You could have missed out on something if you didn't. Right? So I'm so proud to see y'all in the room. You are our next leaders. You are the future. Don't ever lose sight of that. Stay in school. Get good grades. When someone's not doing right in your life, they're bouncing. And if they don't bounce, you are walking away. You all know the kids I'm talking about too. I know y'all know them. You probably see their face right now, whatever they're doing, they shouldn't be. Stay away. And I'm not saying you have to be mean to them. Just, oh, hi, nice to see you, but I gotta go over here. I gotta be over here. No need for you ain't doing right. No need, because we don't need no more problems. As a black person in America, the problems always come on us. Come on now. Even when we ain't giving any. Walk away. Keep your head up. Be nice to people. That's right. Always walk in kindness to people. But be kind to yourself first. I'm proud of you. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you for standing. So I just asked, and it was, talk about natural, right? I didn't have to say anything. She does. Oh, thank you. Yes. This is what she does. That's what I saw. Next thing that I want to do is I know we're coming short on time.
We got all day. We go in.
You heard it, right?
Is they gonna kick us out the building?
I don't.
Who I gotta
call? You see that? You see that? Yeah. So I just want to say to the people in the virtual living room, get your questions ready, put them in the chat. We have our moderator, Doreen, but they, again, award-winning journalist, Doreen, but I love to big up
Come on now.
our team and our people. I do. I think we need the love. Yes, I think the community is so important. This is community. Yep. Yes, and just raise your hand if you're feeling some love right now.
Come on now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, feeling some love. Yeah. And again, we're going to go to questions really soon. But one thing that I want to jump into right now, and Collette hasn't seen any of the questions that we have, but I want to do a lightning round. You ready?
I'll stay ready.
I know that's right.
I mean,
so thank you. So lightning round. You're gonna finish a sentence. I'm gonna give you a few words and you just finish it. Okay. Success is
me.
Okay.
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
That's what you do. Okay. Courage is
me now. Because I wasn't before. You know, at some point I lost my way.
Okay. That's real. Leadership is
this community. Tribe.
Failure taught me
how to win.
Okay.
Yeah. Failure taught me how to win.
Okay. Yeah. To my young people who just stood, this one's for you. Every young person should have or know
God.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And for the parents, I haven't left you out. Every parent should remember
kids are gonna make mistakes. They learn from their mistakes before listening to what you have to tell them sometimes. Keep telling them stuff, but they're gonna have to figure things out on their own.
Right.
Sometimes.
Right.
I'm a big I like little tough love, because I got it. And I almost took it like a championship with my dad. Like, oh, word, it's gonna be like that? He's like, it is like that. I'm like, you got it. You got it. You got it. But those are things that I'll never forget when it was tough, when he was tougher with me. Yeah.
So if you could go back in time, if I could tell my 15-year-old self
Oh
one
God,
thing,
you trying to make me cry? No.
yes, no,
No.
we got these.
You got the tissue ready. Come on, Katie. We stay ready too.
Go ahead.
We gotta answer if I don't want to. Understand.
He does.
No, I mean, what would I tell my younger self,
Yes.
my little girl
Your
self?
15-year-old or younger.
I would tell her sorry. I would apologize to her for letting her down for so many years. I would apologize to her. Yeah, because I could see her little face, and she wanted so much. She wanted so much, and she was loving. She was kind to herself too. So I want to apologize for me not being kind to her, and that we wasted a lot of years. But we're back on track now.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Back on track.
Back on track. Yeah.
on track.
Get up and keep pushing through. Yeah.
I think for me, what you just mentioned, it's a testament to your resilience. I mean, here we have someone who breaks barriers, who is a trailblazer, who is a humanitarian. And we didn't even talk about the work that you do, the awards that you've gotten, the work that you do in the space of domestic violence, in the space of caring for pets, organizations.
I got 2 rugrats in the house right now that I just rescued. Like, I need that right now. Life is kind of crazy for me. And I just rescued 2 little kittens that I didn't want to see in the street, living through the conditions outside, inclement weather, no love, or being scared. I don't like anything living scared of something, because I know what that feels like to this very day. It's not fun to be scared of something. And so I can't say that and then let something be that's scared without trying to help them.
Right.
So I have these 2 kittens in my apartment right now. Lord of mercy.
One is Fred.
Fred. I named one of them Fred. Because I think it's hilarious when people have a pet and they give it a real person name. Like, yeah. I was going to name the girl Shanae, but I was like, don't lie. But is she white? So I'm like, so I was going to call her Karen. Anyway, that's another story. But I love these little kittens, but I'm not going to keep both of them. If anybody wants a little kitten, I have one. So you can call it whatever you want. But yeah, I'm keeping Fred.
Fred. and her dog's name is Zuri.
Yeah, Zuri. Zuri is Swahili. It means beautiful in Swahili. And I stole her, but because they were going to put her down. Yeah, they were going to put her down.
Oh.
So she was going to go somewhere to be all her family. So I wasn't going to let that happen. So I took her.
Okay. You see that? You see how I gave her a pause after that tough question?
Yeah,
we got 3 more questions for the lightning round. And then, Doreen, we're going to toss it on over to you for questions. I might have some more questions along the way, but we want to make sure that we hear from the people online as well as here in this space. So the last 3. One decision changed my life.
Oh, getting rid of bad people. That's changed my life.
Okay.
Yeah, getting rid of bad people got really helped me out. I know kids that are in schools. I speak a lot at middle school, elementary, middle schools, and high schools. Middle schools and high schools are my favorite because I can really get into a message. But at elementary, they usually want to see a butterfly or something pass by, but I'll see kids in school. I tell you right now, I can pull them out. There'll be someone trying to listen in the classroom, and then the 3 girls or the 2 guys near them that they're friends with are like doing stuff, and then they're dragging them into it. So stop letting people steal your learning. You know, so yeah, the kids. Oh my God, the kids. Yeah.
Okay. And the world needs more
Love.
Okay. I like it.
It really does. And look what we got going on in this world, even more so now than ever.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, when I think about our children, I want our children, our black and brown babies, to not have to say anything to anybody. Show them.
That part.
Show them. Because you have the capability to show them.
That right.
And that is the best revenge.
That's right.
To win.
Winning.
Right? I don't care how long it takes, and stop asking how long it will take and start asking how far can I go.
That part right there.
Keep going.